Hello, and a warm welcome from me, Andrew Wilson, Director of Music here at St Mark's. If this is your first visit to the website, then do take the opportunity to have a browse, as it's being regularly updated. As the banner in the church notice board states, whilst the building is closed, our website is open, so for now, this is our church. I've been involved at St Mark's for over 36 years, although I have been in post for 26 years. Clearly during this tenure, I've not experienced anything of this nature, whereby we are forbidden to enter the church building and the music and worship stop. This of course is frustrating, as the music and its tradition play a very living role in our worship and life. We sing a choral setting each Sunday, as well as prepare a communion motet or anthem. Choral evensong is sung once a month, usually on the fourth Sunday, where more elaborate and broader repertoire is voiced. We were in the throes of planning and rehearsing music for Palm Sunday and Easter Sunday, but events outside of our control rather overtook us. Fortunately, one of the events planned was to be singing in Rochester Cathedral in early March. This we were able to do just before social distancing was tightened. A feast of music, yes, even for Lent, we offered with the evening canticles sung to a setting by Herbert Howells, the Collegium Regale. They were to be sung again at St Mark's on Easter Sunday, but for now I shall have to keep them on the back burner. The history of St Mark's and the choir is rooted in the choral tradition, so whilst I mention Rochester, there are too many other cathedrals for me to list where we have been to, but Salisbury, Westminster Abbey, St Paul's in London and Peterborough spring to mind. It's also been my privilege to have worked with many youngsters that have gone forward to professional musical careers and remember their days at St Mark's with value and affection. So to remain positive we must be, as we will return at some point in the future. We have to perhaps pull on inner strengths of patience and understanding until such time we can dust off our robes, polish the choir stools and allow Ralph and Nick, our organists, to fully let the merry organ thunder and to forth-tell in deep tone, as the words of the great hymn state. At the time of this recording, it is approaching St Mark's Day, and ordinarily we would be celebrating our patron saint in great fashion. The story of St Mark the Evangelist is as the author of the second Gospel composed from the preachings of Peter. It is said that he founded the Church of Alexandria, and the winged lion is now his representation. Typically, we'd be singing an anthem appropriate for saints. Whilst there's not an anthem in the choir library solely dedicated to St Mark, a firm favourite for Saints' Days is Give Us the Wings of Faith by Ernest Bullock. Perhaps the first line of the anthem says it all as we continue in isolation. Give us the wings of faith to rise within the veil. So I hope you enjoy the musical attachment of our anthem this week. I continue to pray that we, your families and friends, remain safe and well, and assure you that on behalf of St Mark's, we look forward to seeing and hearing you again. I close with the chorister's prayer. Bless, O Lord, us thy servants who minister in thy temple. Grant that what we sing with our lips, we may believe in our hearts, and what we believe in our hearts, we may show forth in our lives. Through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.